In terms of buying and selling cryptocurrency, it can get pretty complicated, but there is a way that I think pretty much anybody can become a millionaire with. It doesn't really require any technical knowledge, it doesn't really require any skill in terms of like trading. It's more about just thinking for yourself and having the balls to act on it. What I'm about to show you is what led me to making tremendous amounts of money in crypto and is really the baseline for the crypto stack that I've accumulated thus far. You know, before this bull run, I was just grinding away at my job and, I wasn't no millionaire, that's for sure. But before I get on with it, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a small channel like this a lot. So this right here is called the rainbow chart. And what the rainbow chart is, it's a pretty famous indicator for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. It basically tells you how far in a bull market we're in and how much we're in a bear market, and basically tells you what a good or bad time to buy is. So this goes back to the first two bull runs that we've seen, and it basically tells you when the top is. This red and dark orange band is basically saying, look, there's going to be a huge sell-off coming, so you better sell now. And when it gets to the dark blue and the green bands, that is basically telling you it's so oversold right now, you have to buy this. Historically, this has been such an easy way to make money. You just buy when it's dark blue, buy when it's dark green, sell when it's red or dark orange. It's that easy. I wasn't some cryptocurrency mastermind when I bought Bitcoin at around $6,000, $5,000 and Ethereum at $200 when the rainbow chart was basically telling me to. What this chart is based on is the halving cycles in Bitcoin. The halving cycle basically makes it a lot harder to mine Bitcoin. The generated supply of Bitcoin gets reduced, and that increases the price of Bitcoin and thus the cryptocurrency market in general. When the new halving cycle starts, you can see there's a huge incline on the price of Bitcoin after that point. It's not exact, but it's pretty close to being exact. Like you can see the halving cycle, basically when it starts, it signifies that it's just gonna go up from there. And it has. Like historically that has been the case. Like looking at the last bull run, like we started the halving cycle at around 500 bucks and it went up to 20k. For this bull run, we started around 6,000 and now we're currently at around 65,000. That's it. I'm not even going to make this any more complicated than that. Like when it comes down to cryptocurrency, if you just follow like the overarching macroeconomic trends of what is going on in cryptocurrency, you can factor in things like inflation, events like the what virus, with money printing and all that. You can factor that in too, as well as the halving cycle. And if you know this, like if you are investing, buying and selling crypto with this in mind, you're doing better than 90% of other people. Like straight up. I basically put all of my money into Bitcoin and Ethereum when it was at this dark band. I basically spent no money on myself and just saved money until we got to like this dark band, and that's when I bought my cryptocurrency. About 97% of my net worth was put into cryptocurrency in these dark bands. Did it require a lot of technical knowledge for me to do that? No. Did it require balls and for me to think for myself? Yeah. Was I nervous to do that? Absolutely not, because logic dictates that it would go up. And during these times, like these times where it's like in the dark green, dark blue bands and the cryptocurrency market is looking a little bit boring, it's not cool or trendy to be into crypto at that time. You have all these rappers and athletes and celebrities talking about crypto and NFTs and stuff now. That's only because we're quite deep into the bull run. They weren't talking about it when it was the best opportunity to buy. The only people that were talking about crypto when I first got into it were weirdos that knew what they were doing. You need to be like a weirdo. Don't be trendy. Don't go with like what everybody else is doing. All you have to do is buy when cryptocurrency is boring and not trendy. And when we go down to this dark blue and dark green band, you only need to put in, like if you look at it was about 6,000 before, so like if you put in about 100k into Bitcoin when we're at this dark band, I mean, you've got $1 million. And that's not even counting Ethereum, all the altcoins which had much bigger gains than Bitcoin. That's the most conservative option. The most conservative option was going from 100k to 1 million. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. If you're in your 20s and you just relentlessly save money so that you have like 100k on hand to put into cryptocurrency when we get to like this dark blue band, you're set. Like, you know what I'm saying? From that point on, your life is on easy mode. A small amount of that into a house, you can stake it with stable coins. Like, you're good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like mislead people into thinking that this is just gonna go on forever. I do think that, this bull run, we're going to get to like probably like the dark orange band. I'm pretty certain that we'll get above a $100,000 Bitcoin. That being said, as these bull runs go on, the market capitalization of cryptocurrency is going to get higher and higher, meaning that the volatility is going to get less and less. So this is a time-limited opportunity. It's not always going to be this easy to become a crypto millionaire, but for now it is, and I think the next bull run will have tremendous gains as well. Not as much, but I think that is going to be like the last hurrah for like crazy crypto gains. And after that, I think it's going to be much more stable, less volatile, and less profitable, to be honest, compared to what it's like before. So this is a time-limited opportunity. If you're in your 20s, you better get your shit together before next bull run and have a large stack of money to put into it. That's what I would tell myself if I was in that position. So that takes you like 90% of the way there. However, if you want the icing on the cake, if you want to have that extra certainty that you're buying at the bottom and selling at the top, I highly recommend you guys get Market Cipher. Now, Market Cipher was developed by a cryptocurrency whale, and I've spoken about this on my channel before, but like if you just look at it, it is so freaking accurate. Oh my god. Let's have a look at what Market Cipher has predicted before. To explain Market Cipher in very simple terms, it basically gives you a predictor of what the bottom or top is depending on the time frame. So like the 4-hour chart, the 1-day chart has different signals. In this case, we're looking at the 1-week chart for Bitcoin, which is very long term. But if you look at the 1-week chart, you can see that there's this big green dot here. That basically means that it's at the bottom of the market, and it's a strong indicator that it's going to go up a lot. So if you look at it, that's when Bitcoin was around $4,000, $3,000, like the absolute bottom of the bull run. Say you bought here, I mean, you're looking at a 20x if you held on to that since then. You know what I'm saying? And it goes the opposite way too. It even predicts when a huge sell-off is going to happen. Like if you look at it, if we look at the top of the 2018 bull run, you can see that that red dot here was printed at the absolute top of the market. Like it gave you a good warning to sell your Bitcoin at around 18.5k. You know what I'm saying? Like how good an indicator is this? Look, pretty much at the absolute top of the market, it printed that red dot. Then on the other hand, at the absolute bottom of the market, it printed that green dot. It's so freaking accurate. It even predicted the mid-market sell-off. Like you see that those two red dots that got printed up here? It was telling you to get out of your Bitcoin and tether up. And then another green dot was printed down here telling you to buy. Like, you can see how accurate it is. Like, I mean, I'm not just gassing this up. You can see with your own eyes, it's been very predictive. And, if you go down to the daily chart, I mean, you can see that those two big green dots that got printed down here, and oh, look, it went up. You see what I'm saying? Market Cipher is developed by a cryptocurrency whale named CryptoFace. He does like $7 million trades at a time. And, he's more of a short-term scalp trader with, leverage positions, but you can very much use Market Cipher in a long-term way. You can use it in a much more long-term mindset. Even when I'm like looking to enter into like an altcoin, I'll use Market Cipher. If you want Market Cipher, you can get it in the pinned comment down below. Use code 20waiting to get 15% off this indicator. It's well worth the money. Like, holy moly. Like, I've made way more using Market Cipher than I had paying for the subscription for it. Well, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe for more videos like this.